All right, so we just loaded 5 rounds of M75 ammunition. We have clay pigeon targets from 50 to a little over 100 yards in field conditions. We're going to set off a timer. We're going to use the ZF-41 scope only, no iron sights, and we're going to see if we can get all 5 of them and in what time it takes us to get them. We're going to compare later the same course of fire with iron sights. So I'm going to put the first round in the chamber. Ian's going to hit the timer, and we're going to see how this goes. All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by. Hit. Okay, now in historical times, World War II, this was a quick detach scope. They kept it on a pack in a metal can on their belt. It was considered fragile, so you put it on only when you needed it. I've never taken this off the mount yet. We don't know if it's going to retain 0. We're taking it off to shoot the test with iron sights. We're going to put the scope back on later and see if the 0 is where it should be. Here we go. I don't like doing this.
How many hours did you spend zeroing that?
Too many. It's off. We're going to find out.
All right, let's do it.
He was happy.
Yeah, you know, what happened was, just to give the cliff notes of the history.
Yeah.
During the campaign in France in 1940, they realized they needed something in the field that augmented the iron sights. If you've ever shot a Kar-98, the barleycorn sights, for hitting a man at reasonable distance, they work, but they leave something to be desired to hit anything that's smaller than a man.
Like, say, clay pigeons.
Right, well, that's a headshot. And you know what? In the field, I don't know if you've ever done this, but if you're in the field trying to see what a person looks like at 100 yards even, if they're trying not to be seen, they're hard to see. At 300 yards, they're nearly impossible to see. These ideas of shots past 300 yards, 400 yards, the reason the Army kind of went to 300 yards, it's realistic. The man in the field at 300 yards that doesn't want to be seen generally isn't.
Yep.
So they needed something that was going to augment their firepower and get hits at distances they couldn't with these irons.